Burke Watts with Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair joins me now. Burke, thank you for being here. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first off, remind people what Helitech is and the services that you guys offer.
Excellent. So Helitech does everything: waterproofing, foundation repair, concrete leveling, crack repair, downspout extension, so on and so forth. So really think about everything below your home's, grass line down.
Yes.
Is really what we take care of. So everything below the first floor, that's something we can help with generally.
Okay, all right, good to know.
Yep.
So, a big common issue that we definitely want to address today with a home's foundation is cracks.
Sure.
So are cracks in the basement floor, do they matter, and what should we know about them?
So excellent question. So, with your basement floor is actually made to float, right? So it's not tied to the foundation the same as like your walls are. And so you're going to get a few more cracks in that floor usually. The big thing there is, do you start to see those cracks offset, meaning you got a little bit of a trip point, or are you starting to get moisture up through them? Because those are things that you really need to jump on quick, because that's a bigger issue that's kind of starting to percolate, if you will.
Okay, good to know. Now, what should someone do further beyond what you just said if they're starting to see cracks in the basement floor or wall?
So in the floor, the biggest thing is if you see either of those two things, offsetting or moisture coming up, you really should get a hold of Helitech and let us come out and take a look at it and see, is it a minor thing that can be done very simply. The big thing with your walls is what I suggest to people is really just keep good track of them, right? So if that crack doesn't come all the way down through the wall, that you're marking it so that you know, okay, the last time I looked, this crack only went so far and stopped.
Yeah.
Then if it starts to grow, or again, if you start to see moisture through it, that's a sign of there's probably a little bit more going on that you should have somebody check. And even if not, even if it's just something you just saw and you want us to come check it out right away, happy to do so. But the big thing is just be in touch with your home and know what was there today, because in a year, you may not remember it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of being in touch with your home, is there a way to sort of prevent cracks early on? Is there anything we can look for or do?
Yeah, so the best way to prevent a crack is take care of the moisture and the water around your house. Unfortunately, all concrete's going to get hard and it's going to crack. There's just no way to prevent that, right? So the biggest thing we want to do is we want to let that happen naturally just from the drying of the concrete, and we don't think of those cracks as anything, because every basement will have them. Like I said, the big thing is if you're not taking care of that moisture or different things around your home, then that crack could start to become an issue and show signs of settlement or water intrusion, things like that you need to get in front of.
What are the most, like when people call you and say, hey, we're having some issues with cracks within the home, what are the most common things that people are calling you on with that?
So the most common one is hey, we noticed we've had this crack for a while, but it started to leak. Because that becomes an issue, right? All of a sudden there's water in the floor, and that's so in those situations, it's a very actually simple fix. Is probably one of the least expensive things we do, because we can inject a material inside of that crack and stop it from ever leaking and seal it up so that you don't have to issue, and it helps bond the concrete back together so that now you're not worried as much about the home moving or a foundation issue. And so that's where doing it early, it really does make a difference. And that's the big thing is we can all go to the internet and you look up different answers and that, but at the end of the day, let a trained professional come out and look at it. One of our Helitech technicians will come out and really give you the right direction.
Very good. All right, so Burke, bottom line, people have to contact you. So if they want more information, how do they get a hold of you?
So phone number's on the screen, and the easiest way is helitechonline.com.
Okay.
Actually, when you get on our site, one of the live chats will pop up, and that's actually a Helitech employee. It's not a call center.
Okay.
And so you're dealing with somebody that deals with this all day, and they can get pictures from you, different things, and if it's not for us, we'll point you in the right direction or give you the tips that you need to do it. So helitechonline.com is the best way.
All right, Burke, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Check them out.